Okay, who would like to start with the prayers? So whom would you like to start? Oh, there is also a request that you guys read the prayers a little slowly. We don't have to rush with the prayers. Yeah? Okay. All right. Go ahead.
All right. O worthy God, the preserver and protector of all, you are without the beginning and without end. Non-dual beyond comparison, and none can measure you. You are without color, without expression, without form, and without attributes. You are unlimited, unfathomable, beyond imagination and conception. You are eternal. And conception, eternal and imperishable. You are indivisible, and none can see you but with eyes divine. You always were, you always are, and you always will be. You are everywhere, and you are in everything. And you are also beyond everywhere and beyond everything. You are in the firmament and in the depths. You are the manifest and unmanifest, on all planes and beyond all planes. You are in the three worlds and also beyond the three worlds. You are imperceptible and independent. You are the creator, the Lord of lords, knower of all minds and hearts. You're omnipotent, omnipresent. Your knowledge infinite, power infinite, and bliss infinite. You are the ocean of knowledge, all-knowing, infinitely knowing. You know of the past, the present, and the future, and you are knowledge itself. You are all merciful and eternally benevolent. You are the souls of souls, one with infinite attributes. You are the Trinity of truth, knowledge, and bliss. You are the ancient one. You are the source of truth, the ocean of love. You are the ancient one, the highest of the high. You are Prabhu, Parmeshwar. You are beyond God, and the beyond God also. You are Parabrahma, Allah, Allahi, Yazan, Ahad, Mazda, and God the Beloved. Your name Izid, the only one worthy of worship.
Sahana or Srinidhi, you guys want to say that one of you say the repentance prayer?
Sure. We repent, O God, most merciful for all our sins, for every thought that was false, unjust, or unclean, for every word spoken ought not to have been spoken, for every deed done that ought not to have been done. We repent for every word and deed and thought. We repent for every deed and word and thought inspired by selfishness, and for every deed and word and thought inspired by hatred. We repent most especially for every lustful thought, for every lustful action, for all lie and for all hypocrisy, for every promise given but not fulfilled, and for all slander and backbiting. Most especially also we repent for every action that has brought ruin to others, for every word and deed and thought, for every word and deed that has given others pain, and for every wish that pain should befall others. In your unbounded mercy, we ask you to forgive us, O God, for all these sins committed by us, and to forgive us for our constant failures to think and speak and act according to your will.
Thank you. Sahana, do you want to say the beloved God prayer? And please turn on your camera. Sahana?
I don't think she's there. Let me go see.
Oh. Okay, why don't you read it then?
I got it.
Okay, please turn on your camera.
Sorry, the mouse wouldn't work at all. So
Okay, if you can turn on the camera and read, that'll be good.
okay, sorry about that.
And pull it down so we can see your face, not the ceiling. Further
What
down.
do I read?
Further down. You're cut off, Nana. Your face is cut off. There you go. You're gonna read the God prayer.
Beloved God, help us out to love you more and more
Slowly,
and say it
slowly.
more. Beloved God, help us out to love you more and more and say it more, till we become worthy of union with you. Help us out to hold fast to Baba's Amen to the very end.
All right. Avtar Meher Baba ki jai. Okay. So I need everybody to turn on their cameras. Sahana, thank you. I need to see your faces at all times. All right. And whole face would be preferable so I can see all of your pretty faces. Okay, so we have something special this week. Can somebody tell me what we celebrated last week?
Didn't we celebrate Halloween?
Yes,
Oh.
but what happened between Halloween and this weekend?
Diwali.
Diwali.
Yeah, so happy Diwali, everyone. I hope you had a great Diwali with your family and, friends. So we were gonna look into Diwali and talk about Diwali, and I have some stories that I'd like to share. And I think starting next week, I think it'll be really great if we can start pairing up again. Remember you guys did that, like Srinidhi, you and Sahana did it. I think Ayan and Soham did it, right? Where we paired up. So slowly we'll start picking some topics. I think today is a small crowd. I don't see other kids joining today, but that's okay. So, we'll start picking some topics and also look into getting, a couple speakers and stuff like that. All right. Oh, I see we have a few people joining. Hello, Ayan, how are you? Oh, and Tina's here. Hello, Tina. Jai Baba, how are you? You're on mute.
Hi. I don't know. For some reason, my iPad's not working. So.
Okay, that's okay. So just to catch you up, we just finished the prayers. We are going to be talking about Diwali because we all celebrated Diwali last week, right? And I think the celebrations were still going on over the weekend. So I have a presentation that's put together. And before we continue, I want to just introduce everyone to Tina. I would like her to come one weekend as a guest. Tina, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself to the kids, and I can introduce you to the kids? Tina, you're on mute.
Yes, sorry. I don't know really what to say. I'm an actor. I've been in some movies and Broadway shows, and it's a tough time for us because of COVID. And so I've been streaming these shows I write about women in history for libraries and women's clubs. So that's what I've been doing during COVID.
Okay, let me introduce you to all the tweens over here. We have Srinidhi, who is from Colorado. Am I right?
Yeah.
Awesome. And Srinidhi, if you can tell us a little bit about yourself, that'd be great. So an introduction to Tina.
Yeah, my name is Trinity. I live in Colorado. I am in 7th grade, 13 years old. My favorite subject is math and science. Yeah.
Awesome. Next, we have Ayan, who lives in Pittsburgh.
Oh, I went to college in Pittsburgh.
Oh, you went to Pitt?
No, Carnegie Mellon.
Carnegie Mellon.
Yeah.
CMU.
Mm-hmm.
My friend's sister goes to CMU.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Yeah, I live right down
What
the
does your
street.
dad, dude?
What?
Did your dad go to CMU?
Yeah, my dad did, but he went to Virginia Tech. Just
Okay.
go with
All right.
that.
All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself so we can get into the program.
I'm 11 years old. I'm in 6th grade. I just started middle school. I really enjoy watching. I enjoy playing and watching football, mainly watching football. I play fantasy football.
Fantasy
I like-
football is not a sport.
Shut up. And it's not a sport, but I still do it.
All right. So we also,
Yeah.
these kids are all also musicians, Tina. They all either learn or play an instrument. So Ayan plays the guitar. Srinidhi, tell me which instrument do you play? I forgot.
I play the flute, the bamboo flute, the piano, and the vina.
Awesome. Oh, Veena. All right. We need shows from you guys. All right. Next we have Sahana. She's my daughter. We're all a big family here.
I'm trying to see her, but I don't see her.
I know, she likes to hide.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Sahana, put it up so that she can see you properly. There you go.
Hi.
Hi.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Um, I don't know. Oh,
Okay, how old are you? What grade are you in?
I'm 10 and I'm in 5th grade.
Okay. And what instrument did you play? Or do you
Well, I
play?
did play piano, but I don't anymore. Now I do percussion, which is basically drums.
Awesome. And last but not least is Soham.
I'm Soham. I'm 13 years old. I play tuba and piano, I guess. I don't really play piano that much anymore, but I play tuba and I play lacrosse, I play basketball, I play football, and I think that's about it.
Yeah, thank you. Sahana has a question to ask Tina.
Yes.
Were you in Sister Act? Because I feel like I've seen you in it.
Yeah, I was in that movie.
All right, guys, we have a local celebrity over here. Yay!
And you know what? That was in the 90s, and I'm still getting residuals. I mean, of several $100s. It's a very popular movie.
It is. It was
I love
one of
that
my childhood
movie.
favorites. If you
Yeah.
guys haven't seen it, please watch Sister Act 1 and 2. It's an amazing movie.
So funny. Number
It's
one,
so good.
in my opinion, number
good.
one is
Yeah, I would say number 1 is the best.
There's supposed to be a 3, but I haven't heard any more about that. I know they're
There's a 3?
there's going to be. Yeah, well, I know you all play instruments, and I tried to learn the guitar during the pandemic, and that was just too hard for me. So then I tried to learn piano. That was too hard for me. Then I tried to learn ukulele. That was too hard for me. So I came up with this. This is an auto harp. Do you know, have you heard of this? It's very easy to play because you just stroke these, push these buttons, which are chords, and then you just, my Lord, kumbaya, kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. So that's, I don't usually hold it like this because I like to look at the keys, but I do recommend it for those of you who are lazy and want to learn a very easy instrument.
That's awesome. Well, Tina, we definitely have to have you come and talk about your Baba stories and all this amazing stuff. So we did have something prepared for Diwali, and I would really love to share. And we all take turns kind of reading. Before also I move forward, I'd like to introduce my mother-in-law, Jayashree. She likes to sign in and watch the kids, and I think it's a lot of fun. So like I said, this is for all ages, so everybody's welcome to, share and talk.
So you're going to show a video?
We actually I have a presentation, and I like to have the kids interact and read and stuff. So we're gonna talk about some stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
You guys ready? Okay, let me see. And we also have Murli uncle here. So hello, Jai Baba.
Jai Baba Shilpa.
All right, can you guys see my screen? I don't know if I'm sharing it properly. Can you guys see the presentation? Awesome. So we're celebrating the Valley this week at the Tween Sahavas. And I'd like to know from all of you guys, what do we know about Diwali? Can somebody tell me the story of Diwali in a quick nutshell, Sahana?
Oh, whoops, sorry. All right. Wait, what did you say again? I'm sorry.
What do you know about Diwali? Why do we celebrate Diwali?
Because Ram defeated Ravana. Wait,
That's the end of Dashera. Yeah, you're close.
Oh,
What happened after that?
no, wait, that's not what?
Yeah.
But
All right.
I'm so confused. So,
So this is kind of
oh,
the
okay,
story.
I get it.
You want to read
Okay.
it?
Huh? Me?
Yes, you.
Um, okay. Guess
Oh,
I
sorry.
can.
Go
You want
ahead.
me to read it?
No, please read. It's not a
In
lot.
one of the main stories in Hindu culture, I'm not gonna say mythology because we don't know. Diwali is a day.
You
Is
have to
the
speak out loud. Sahana.
Diwali is the day Lord Rama, his wife Sita Devi, and brother Lakshmana returned to their homeland after 14 years in exile. The villagers lit a path for Rama, who had defeated a demon, who had defeated the demon, King Ravana. Rearrangements of
Reenactments.
yeah. Well, what am I saying? Oh my god, I read that wrong. Sorry about that.
You have to
For
read out loud and clear, okay? Not mumbling because we can't hear you.
okay, then let me pull it on. Can you know how to zoom on this this computer?
It's okay. All right. The reenactments of this story are the part of celebrations in some regions, right? So why do we celebrate Diwali? Not because Ram King killed Ravana, but because, yeah, I am. You guys can just speak up. It's fine.
Ram returned to Ayodhya and yeah.
Yeah, he sure did. He came back to Ayodhya. And what did they do? Why did it get its name? Because this is actually a picture of Ayodhya lit up on the valley. Isn't that amazing? So I found several other pictures in when I Googled, but I thought this would be interesting to show you guys. Who wants to read this one?
I'll read it.
Okay, so
Okay, so I just read from the beginning, right?
yeah, so
Yeah.
we want to know why the valley gets its name, right?
Right. So the Diwali gets its name from a combination of Sanskrit words for light and row, as many Indians use rows of clay lamps to decorate their homes and temples. Diwali. Okay.
It's
so
also called Deepavali, right?
okay, right. Deepavali or Diwali, related to Jain Diwali. Bandi, is that Chichor?
Sure.
Chor?
Mhm.
Bihar, Swanti, Sorai, and Bana.
Bandhana. So they have a lot of names, not just the valley, but you know, I
Oh, they're
guess,
listing the names. I was so confused.
yeah. Keep going.
Okay. Is a festival of lights and one of the major festivals celebrated by Hindus, Jains, Sikhs, and some Buddhists, notably Newar Buddhists. The festival usually lasts 5 days and is celebrating during the Hindu luni-solar month Kartika, between mid-October and mid-November. One of the most popular festivals of Hinduism, Diwali symbolizes the spiritual victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance.
Okay, so it's celebrated between what's called, so why is it lunisolar month? You know what that means? Anybody? So we have what calendar throughout the year, right? Like the
Lunar
January,
calendar.
what's that?
Lunar calendar?
No, that's not, well, yes, the Indian people follow the lunar calendar, right? So this month is called Kartika, which is a specific month. And typically it falls between, November, October, sorry, mid of October, mid of November. So that's why you always, some years you'll see Diwali come in October, and some years you'll see Diwali come in, November. Yeah. And I'm sure everybody knows the light over darkness. Oh, hello, we have another participant. How are you? You want to say hi? It's been a long time. Hi, Gopal Garu.
Hello, Andy. Hi. Hi, Shilpa.
Good. How are you? We just wanted her to say hello to everyone.
Oh, yeah. Good, good. Thank you. So Teju is I don't know like how long she's going to be here, but she's here now.
No worries. No, we're happy to have Teju. Everyone say hi to Teju. It's been a long time.
Hi.
Hi, Teju.
Hi.
So we're talking about Diwali, and we just found out why we celebrate Diwali. Do you know anything about Diwali that you'd like to share before we continue?
Well, my mom did tell me a story about how I got its name,
Okay.
but she knows
Can you
how
tell
to,
the story briefly? Like briefly, very briefly.
but she knows how to explain it best.
You don't
Okay.
know how to explain?
So for
Briefly?
now, Teju, if you'd like to follow along, when you feel comfortable sharing, you can. You can speak anytime in between, just raise your hand, okay? So we just talked about how we celebrate Diwali because, can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Because Ram, Lakshman, and Sita came back to Ayodhya, right? And everybody was so happy that they celebrated with fireworks and tea light and lights. And this is Ayodhya, which is all lit up during Diwali. All right. So we just finished reading this a little bit, and it has a bunch of different names, and its symbolism is victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance. So can we stop a little bit and talk about that? What does it mean to you guys? Victory over lightness, victory of light over darkness. Anybody want to speak up? Maybe Srinidhi or Teju, you guys want to contribute? What does that mean?
Meaning good always wins or something?
Okay, but yeah, that's good over evil, but what is victory of light over darkness? What does that even mean? Is it like daylight versus nighttime? What are we talking about? Yeah, Sahana.
Good over evil.
Okay, but yeah. Go ahead.
So I think it's like because when it's dark, like outside and stuff, like, or it's like when there's like a lot of evil, there's a little bit of like, I don't know, goodness or something. I don't know. In it, I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Ayan or Soham? What do you guys think?
Probably like what Sahana said, like kind of good over evil, or like, I don't know, I guess it's kind of like bad things versus good things that are like negative versus things that are positive, and that positivity probably, defeats.
Basically, like you're finding like light and dark, like you're finding good in that. Just, I don't know.
Where are you finding it, on the street or where? What are we talking about?
I don't know.
You don't know? All right, anybody else? How about Ayan or Teju? Go ahead, Ayan. You don't have to raise your hand, just talk.
In your heart.
Yeah, I like that. Teju, do you agree? Is it in your heart? Who agrees with Ayan? Sahana agrees with Ayan? Okay. Teju, do you agree with Ayan? Do you think it's good over evil in your heart? So let's talk about it, right? Like, what are some of our good thoughts versus not so good thoughts? Anybody want to share a good thought that you have versus, how about one good thought, one negative thought? Sahana, go ahead. Just talk. Start talking.
I hate Sundays. I
That's a
like
good
watching
thought?
movies on Saturdays.
Wait, that's a good thought? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
then I hate Sundays is a bad thought.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. How about Teju? Can you tell me what is, in your opinion, a good thought that you have versus a bad thought?
Um,
Do you want us to come back to you? What do you think? Okay. Anybody else? Ayan? Srinidhi? You guys are all too quiet. You know each other by now. You should all be speaking up at the same time. And I have to say, no, guys, don't all talk at the same time.
A good thought could be donating money or food.
Okay, great. What's a bad thought that you may have once in a while?
Watching TV a lot.
Okay. All right, Ayan, what about you?
well, something like I don't know.
No, you don't ever have bad thoughts? Oh my
No,
God. I'm surrounded by saints over here. That's awesome.
No. Ian has bad thoughts.
I can't think of something
You better speak up, otherwise Sahana's gonna tell us all the bad thoughts you have.
Me
What bad
and
thoughts?
Ian share a lot of our bad thoughts.
Yeah, like Sahana's
Ah,
dreams.
Okay, all right, guys. So yes, so bad thoughts are what? Like greed, right? Hey, I want this for myself. But you said charity, right? Like donating money. That's the opposite of greed, right? So these are the opposites. So what we're trying to do is, yes, we're lighting a diya or a lamp or a tea light or whatever for Diwali, but it really symbolizes what's within our heart, right? Like you have to really light the lightness, I guess the light in our heart, so all the dark thoughts go away. So what are your dark thoughts? Anger, greed, right? Say, oh, I am so angry with so and so, type of thing. All right, let's continue.
I am so angry with so and so.
Okay, so how is Diwali celebrated? Teju, would you like to read, please, since you're one of our guests today?
Read this.
Sure. Can you read it?
During Diwali, people wear their finest clothes, illuminate the interior and exterior of their home with diyas and rangoli, perform worship ceremonies of Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity and wealth, light fireworks and partake in family feasts where mithai, sweets, and gifts are shared. Diwali is also a major culture for the Hindu, Sikh, and Jain. We talked about that in school too.
You did. That's awesome. Now, how many of you have been eating sweets the last few days?
I didn't eat sweets at all.
Oh, you didn't eat any at all?
Well, I did
Oh.
try my mom's diamond sweet
Oh,
until baklava.
I know. Sahana's been eating a lot of sweets.
I even ate a whole Twix bar today, and I'm working on a Snickers bar too, a full
Oh,
size one.
wow. Yeah. Somebody's gonna get
Ian's
happy.
right.
So how
I
many days is
Ian's
Diwali celebrated?
like Ian's saying he hates chocolate
Okay,
right now.
that's okay. So who is this picture over here that you guys see? Can somebody recognize her and tell me who it is?
Lakshmi.
That's right, it's Goddess Lakshmi. Now, why do you think we celebrate and pray to Goddess Lakshmi? I mean, it is celebrated for 5 days, so maybe we can read a little more. Who'd like to read? Go ahead, Srinidhi.
Okay, how is Diwali celebrated? Diwali is usually celebrated 20 days after Vijaya Dashami, the Dasara the same festival, which Dhanteras or regional equivalent marking the first day of the festival when celebrants prepare by cleaning their homes and making decorations on the floor, such as rangolis. The second day, Naraka Chaturdashi, the third day is Lakshmi Puja, and the darkest night of the traditional month. In some parts of India, the day after Lakshmi Puja is marked with the Govardhan Puja and Bali Pratida Padwa. Some Hindu communities mark the last day as Bhai Dooj, or the regional equivalent, which is dedicated to the bond between sister and brother. While other Hindu and Sikh craftsmen communities mark this day as Vishwakarma Puja and observe it by performing maintenance in their workspaces and offering prayers.
All right. So Sahana, what did you want to say?
By the way, that's my house. If you didn't
That's
know,
right.
actually,
That's
no
Sahana's
joke.
and
That's my house.
that's Sahana's Rangoli this year. I thought
Oh,
it
by
was-
the way, when you inside the house, like the window, you see the chandelier, and you see that black room. That's my room.
Okay.
My room.
So how many days
And-
do we celebrate, guys?
One more thing.
Yes, Sahana.
Oh, you need the chandelier. There's two pictures. Yeah, that's of Ian, me, and Soham, and my whole family.
We don't need a whole family story right now. Just answer her question.
Huh?
Okay. So how many days do we celebrate?
2.
Not 2. You just read 5.
Well, 5, but like it said on the second day, so that's why I thought it was 2.
Right. So this is really interesting. Teja, you were going to say something. You had your hand raised. You want to tell us what you're thinking? Okay. So this is a lot of celebration in just 5 days, right? You're cleaning your homes, and then you're putting rangoli, and then the second day you're doing Naraka Chaturdashi, then you're doing Lakshmi Puja, and then they also do Govardhan Puja, which unfortunately, I guess I didn't look it up, but I do have some information on Naraka Chaturdashi that you guys can learn. And then that's called Bhai Dooj, which is actually a lot of Gujarati people do it, I think, or somewhere more celebrated in North India, where they have their brothers come over, the sisters, and make yummy food and feed their brothers, kind of like Rakhi almost, where they kind of have their bond together. And then some people celebrate what's called Vishwakarma, which is all of the things that are important to you, like people who I guess are drivers will pray to their vehicles, for example. So what are the tools that are used in your profession, right? Amma, you can talk about your stethoscope, right? As a doctor.
Yeah. That Naraka Chaturdashi is because Lord Krishna's wife Satyabhama
Yeah,
killed in
we're going to get to that, but do you want to talk about the
particular day,
Vishwakarma Puja?
Narakasura.
Right, we're going to talk about that. That's next. But do you want to talk about the Vishwakarma Puja? I think you're on mute. Okay. All right, who wants to read this? So I looked up Naraka Chaturdashi. You guys want to learn the story about this, Narakasura? Who knows the story actually? You know it, Teju? Can you tell us the story without reading all of this?
My mom told me and I love that story.
Yeah, tell us then. And then you don't have to read all of it if you tell us the story.
I'll try though.
Okay. Go ahead. Tell us what you know. Whatever you know. Little by little, we'll start helping you. So do you know who Narakasura is? Who knows who Narakasura is?
I do know who he is.
Okay, tell us who he is first.
He's a demon and he lived for many, many years. And when Satyabhama kills him at the end, actually he realizes he is her son, and he realizes he's a he realizes his Satyabhama is a mother of his generation. His Satyabhama is his mother, but in another form.
You're right. You're absolutely right. So what happened is that Narakasura was born because who knows Varaha avatar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's Varaha? Which one is he? Srinidhi.
I don't know the number, but
So what does he look like? Don't have to know the number.
well, he has a pig face. Yeah, and then I think he killed Hiranyakashipu. I know.
Yep. He killed Hiranyaksha, right?
Hiranyaksha.
Right. And why? And who does he protect? What happens? Who's abducted?
I don't remember.
Isn't it Mother Earth or something?
Yeah, Mother Earth is abducted, right? So when Vishnu saves as Varaha, he saves Mother Earth, which is Bhudevi, right? Bhu means earth. So Bhudevi, they have a child who is now Narakasura, right? So do you guys want to read a little bit about it? It's a lot of big words sometimes in there, but we'll try to, put this whole story together. Yeah.
Does he get a boon from him saying that only his mother can kill him?
Yes, you're right. There is a boon that he gets, and she says, oh, you know what? I want him to live for many, many years. And Vishnu says, okay, right? And then he says, okay, what mother would kill their own child, right? So he says, sure, no problem. All right. So keep going. Who wants to read?
I'll read it.
Okay, go on.
Okay. The Asura or demon Narakasur was killed. Narakasur was killed on this day by Krishna and Satyabhama. The day is celebrated by early morning religious rituals and festivities follow on. Narakasur was the son of Bhudevi, fathered either by the Varaha incarnation of Vishnu. The Kalika Purana states that he comes from Mithila and said to have established the kingdom of Pragyushisla.
Pragyajyotisha.
Okay, Pragyajyotisha. After overthrowing the last of the Danava king Katakasura of of the Danva dynasty. It was foretold that he would destroy by later. It was foretold that he would later. What does that say? Sorry, I can't
He
see.
would be destroyed by a later incarnation of Vishnu.
He would be destroyed by a later incarnation of Vishnu. His mother, the earth, sought the boon from Vishnu that her son would have a long life and that he should be all powerful. Vishnu granted these boons. The pious Naraka became evil, drunk with power, as he knew himself to be unrivaled in prowess, and he brought all the kingdoms on earth under his control. Next, he turned his eyes towards Swargaloka.
Wait, do you know what Swargaloka means?
No.
Heaven?
You're right, heaven. Absolutely. Keep going.
Okay. His eyes towards Swargaloka. Even the mighty Indra could not withstand the assault of this son of Vishnu and had to flee the heavens. Narakasura had become the overlord of both the heavens and the earth. Addicted to power, he stole earrings of Aditi, the heavenly mother goddess, and usurped some of her territories, while also
Usurp means is to take over and capture.
While also kidnapping 16,000 women. All the devas led by Indra went to Vishnu to ask him to deliver them from Narakasura. Vishnu promised them that he would attend to this matter when he would be incarnated as Krishna.
Awesome. All right, somebody else wants to read the next part? And this is the picture of Narakasura being actually killed.
I'll read it.
Sure.
As promised, Mother Earth, Naraka was allowed to enjoy a long reign. At last, Vishnu was born as Krishna. Aditi, who was a relative of Krishna's wife, Satyabhama, believed to be an avatar of Bhudevi, Narakasura's mother, approached Satyabhama for help. When Satyabhama heard of Narakasura's ill treatment of women and his behavior with Aditi, she was enraged. Satyabhama approached Lord Krishna for permission to wage war against Narakasura. As promised to Devas and Aditi, Krishna attacked the greatest fortress of Narakasura, riding his mount Garuda with his wife Satyabhama. Narakasura used several divine weapons against Krishna, but Krishna easily neutralized all of those weapons. Narakasura used the Brahmastra against Krishna, but Krishna neutralized it with his own Brahmastra. Narakasura used Agnyastra against Krishna, but Krishna neutralized it with the Varnastra. Narakasura used Nagapasha against Krishna, but Krishna neutralized it with the Gardastra. In desperation, Narakasura launched the Vaishnavastra on Krishna, but Krishna neutralized it with another Vaishnavastra. At last, when Narakasura tried to kill Krishna with the trident, Sri Krishna acted so as to look fainted because of the boon that Narakasura can be killed only by the one who gave birth to him. Enraged, Satyabhama attacked Narakasura and beheaded him with Krishna's Sudarshana chakra. Yeah.
That's right. Pretty crazy story, huh? Interesting. All right. Ian, what do you think of the story?
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you
Just really enjoyable.
did you predict that he, like he could be killed by his own mother like several lifetimes later? Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
right?
like what's the chances of that happening?
Yeah. Well, it does happen.
I
And
mean, yeah, really isn't much more to say.
All right. So anybody else wants to share any interesting stories with the because I do have some where we can talk a little bit about, there's a Sai Baba story of Diwali. How many of you guys know Sai Baba story of Diwali? Ayan, do you know what happened?
No, the Sai Baba story. I'm not too sure.
Yes, go ahead, Srinidhi, you're gonna say something.
Was it something with water? Like
Mhm.
something with I don't know, but like I feel like I read it before and
Yeah,
I
we're
forgot.
gonna have
but-
Ayan read the story since he's been very quiet.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, share the story, Ayan.
Oh, I see it. Sai Baba story of Diwali. Sai Baba is very fond of lights. He used to borrow oil from shopkeepers and keep lamps burning the whole night in the masjid and temple. This went on for I can't see it because I'm on a phone. Let me try to zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, I can do it. This went on for some time. The Banias who supplied oil greatest once met and decided not to give him oil.
Wait, you know what gratis means?
No.
Free.
Okay.
So to light the oil lamp, you need oil, right?
Yeah.
So give it to him for free, which is gratis, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So once they met and decided not to give him oil.
When, as usual, Sai Baba went to ask for oil, they all gave him a distinct no. Unperturbed, Sai Baba returned to masjid and kept the dry wicks and lamps. The Banyas were watching him with curiosity. Sai Baba took turmeric, which contained very little, a few drops of oil, and put water into it and drank it and forced it fall in the container. After concentrating consecrating the thin pot in this way, he again took the water from the thin pot and filled all the lamps within it and lightened him. To his surprise, the dismay of watching Banyas, the lamps began to burn and kept burning the whole night. The Banyas repented and apologized. Sai Baba forgave them and asked them to be more truthful in the future.
All right. Is this the story you remember, Srinidhi?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many of you guys can light lamps with water? What happened?
can't.
Why? Why can't you light a lamp with water?
I said I can.
That,
I'm
like,
just
Oh,
spark.
you can, Sahana?
It's fire. Since water puts out fire.
No, because water
It
is oil.
sparks.
What? Repeat that.
Does
Water
it
is
spark?
oil.
What?
I didn't catch what Ayan said.
That's what I said. Fire is put out by water. So
That's right. Okay. So now, what does that tell you about Sai Baba and his power, right? Like as a Sadguru. He did not need oil from somebody to light the fire, you know, I mean, he's one of the 5 perfect masters, right? So it's always important to be truthful because they tried to play a trick on him saying we don't have any oil. And he said, okay, fine, I'll light my own light with water, right? Okay, so we have one other story of Meher Baba associated with Diwali, which I'd like you guys to read. It's a beautiful story. But before we continue, does anybody know any other Baba stories? We are close to time, about 10 minutes. Go ahead. Teju, you can tell us.
My grandpa also goes to Skype for like Baba songs or stories. And there's also a story of Sheba, and she learned how to kiss
Oh, all right.
Baba's horse.
Yeah. Do you guys remember Sheba, Baba's horse? All right, you need to come us and tell us the full story next time. Okay, so this is a big story, so you guys are going to take turns reading. It's from Lord Meher. Who would like to read first? Teju, do you want to read a little bit, or Sahana, you want to read first?
Someone else can go first.
Okay, Sahana, why don't you read?
Nah.
You can read a little bit. Read like the first paragraph.
Okay. That is so small. Could you zoom in?
I don't know how to zoom in from here. It's in presentation mode.
Do remote control pause.
Here, maybe I could just close.
You can read it.
Okay, now I can read it, but I had like those thingies on the side. Do I have to read it?
Yes, we all take turns. So come on. We're running out of time.
Come on. All right. What do I read? How do I read?
The story from the beginning.
The whole thing?
All right. Why don't you, Teju, why don't you read, sweetheart, since Ahana's not comfortable reading?
Before starting from the
Mahabaleshwar?
Mahabaleshwar, Baba had informed his companions, I intend to give love gifts to the really poor. This work will be more difficult than even the mass work. We will have to travel long distances so that I can give large amounts to the truly poor and needy. To fulfill his purpose, Baba traveled to Katak in Arastia with Uruk.
The one destitute family was found, right? You know what destitute means? Very, very, very poor. Okay, keep going.
Uruk.
Did you lose your spot?
No,
It says, and Baba washed their feet and gave them 500 rupees.
oh, I'm not there actually.
You're not? Didn't you just read? Oh, okay. Oh, in Erich. Okay, I see. I'm sorry.
Then I don't know all the names that it
That's
says.
okay. You can skip over their names and we can read further. No problem.
Okay. There in Katak, one destitute family was found, and Baba washed their feet and gave them 500 rupees to them. Traveling farther south, Baba and his companions arrived in Madras, where a thorough search was made to locate more families. 3 destitute families were found. Baba washed their feet and gave 500 rupees to each family. In one occasion, Baba was sitting at a place in Madras when he suddenly gestured that he felt thirsty. He sent Erich to buy coconut water. While doing so, Erich overheard some people discussing an unfortunate family. Erich asked if Erich asked a
Hang on one second. Wait, weren't you here while, sorry. A panwala. Panwala is somebody who makes pan.
A panwala, if he knew of any needy families in the area. The pan seller informed him, in Gudur there is a family who wants quite well to do, but they are now in such a miserable condition. They cannot even afford food and clothing. The man used to be a wealthy merchant who was having a patio bungalow construction. Suddenly his business plummeted, and the building contractor, taking advantage of his situation, began looting him. The result was the contractor himself becoming the owner of the building. And the family now occupies a tiny hut where they live in squalor, I think.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to go to the next slide and somebody else can read that one. Who wants to read it? Ayan?
I can't see it very well. Honestly, I'm on a phone, so
Okay.
I can't.
Srinidhi, you want to read the next one? Oh, sorry. You're on mute, sweetheart.
Okay. Sorry. Baba Meher's story of Diwali gift 1950. Yurich repeated the story to Baba, and Baba became anxious to proceed immediately to Gudur. 2 hours later, they caught the first train there. When they arrived, Yurich went ahead from the station to find the family in the suburb called Old Mambalam. He came to a large house and knocked on the door. A well-dressed man appeared, and Yurich asked for the man whose name he had taken from the shopkeeper. I am that man, the head of the household replied. This surprised Yurich, and he thought the search had been in vain. Still, he said, I've heard that the former owner of this house was once very wealthy, but is now a pauper. My elder brother has come to render him some help. The owner did not reply, but his young son, who had been staying him, said that the man he wanted resided in a hut in a nearby alley. The man Yurich had been talking with was the person who had taken over the house from its original owner. Surprisingly, their names were almost the same. The boy showed Yurich to the other man's hut. It was Diwali, a colorful festival of lights, but outside the hut, not even one light burned. Yurich tapped on the door of the hovel, and a young girl was in a tattered sari cautiously opened it. It was dark inside. Only a teeny light flickered in front of a glass case, housing a tall idol of Lord Krishna, which, even in destitution, the man had saved. The poor man was sick and lay on a cot in the corner. His wife was seated on another cot in the one-room shack. The girl had been praying to Krishna. Yurich inquired of the girl about the man, and she quietly answered, "He is my father, but he is ill. My mother is too indisposed. Why have you come here?"
All right. Okay. So Sahana, you want to read the last one?
I don't know.
What did Eric say? Tom, are you raising your hand?
No, someone's in the room.
Okay, why don't you read the rest of the story, Sahana? We're running out of time.
All right, so we'll get
Thank you.
out. There's an echo.
It's
Yes,
Sahana.
there is.
All right, keep reading, Sahana, please.
Okay, I came to know about your father's play. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it said. And my elder brother has come to help. Eric explained. We have nothing with which. Oh my God, what am I saying? We have nothing with which to reply.
To repay.
Sorry, what am I saying? Repay. I lost. This is not alone. This is not a loan, Edge quickly explained. My elder brother wants to give a gift of love, and if your father accepts it, he will why can't I read today? I don't know why.
Oblige us.
Huh?
It said oblige.
I've never seen that word in my entire life.
Oblige is to kind of, it's like, you know, like an obligation.
Yeah.
Okay, obligation comes from the word oblige. So he's saying my elder brother wants to give a gift of love. Elder brother meaning Baba. They could never take Baba's name. So Irich would always refer to Meher Baba as his older brother, right? So
I thought so.
He's telling the lady who was really poor, you know, and her dad and mom were ill, that, hey, my elder brother wants to give you guys a gift of love. And, you know, if your father accepts it, we'll be very happy, basically. Okay?
Okay. The girl burst in, oh my God. The girl burst into tears. She turned no, oh my God, let me see. Wait.
Oh my.
I'm so confused about this because, like, did Irich have an older brother?
He used to refer to Baba as his older brother because Baba would never let him take their name.
So Irich has never said Baba's name.
To others, no, because Baba was always in incognito. He doesn't want to be recognized as a spiritual, you know, like when he would travel, he would sometimes wear a hat and a muffler and stuff. And
Like a disguise?
Yeah, like a disguise. Yep.
All right. Where was I? Was I at
turned to the statue of Krishna and uttered. That's where you are. Okay.
Okay. She turned to the statue of Krishna and uttered, "My Krishna, my beloved Krishna, how merciful you are. I have only just prayed to you, and you have answered so soon. You are merciful, my Lord, most merciful." Wasn't that in the prayer?
Mm-hmm. But did you see that? Like she had just prayed to him, and then Baba sent Irch just in the nick of time and gave them the money that they so desperately needed, you know?
Mhm.
All right, keep reading.
Am I at at this Irch's
Yes,
heart?
that's where you
Also,
are. Yep.
all right. At this Irch's heart felt so the Irch's heart too full.
Two was full.
Oh, two was full. What? That makes no sense.
His
Two was
heart
full.
also was full, Sahana.
Oh. And tears came to his eyes. Sorry, I know how to read, but I just don't like reading out loud. It's not my thing. I don't read out loud ever. I hate reading out
Come
loud.
on.
That's why I don't like reading out loud. I only like reading in my head.
No, you gotta read out loud. You're gonna have to do it more often. So this is great practice. Keep going.
But I want to embarrass myself because like I pause between words.
It's okay. Keep going. Nobody's gonna judge you.
Okay. Am I at the ears hold the girl?
Yes.
Sorry, told the girl. Oh my god, what am I saying? Ears told the girl, my elder brother always my elder brother always first washes the feet. Oh my god, what am I saying? You see, that's why I hate reading out loud. I lose track of my words.
So Hannah, turn on your camera and just read it.
Okay. Where was I?
My elder brother always first washes the feet of the receiver. That's where you are.
Okay. And then lays his forehead on them. Warm some water. Meanwhile, I will bring him from the train station.
So Baba wouldn't just give them the money. He would actually wash the person's feet, bow down to them, and then give them the gift of love. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And you know why? So it's a big deal. How many of you, like, during certain occasions, touch your parents' feet or your grandparents' feet? Who has done that?
Once I've done that to you, mommy, and you didn't want me to do it to you.
I know, but how many of you have, in our Indian culture, touching feet is very significant. Do you know that? Do you guys know that?
Yes.
Why is it significant? Srinidhi, I see you shaking your head. Do you know anything about it?
I think it's like something about showing respect.
Right. So think about it, right? What are the dirtiest part of our body, essentially?
Is it like, I think I know what it is.
Okay, wait, let Srinidhi finish her sentence. You were saying?
Your feet?
Yeah, because they touch the floor, right? So Soham, what were you gonna say?
Isn't it like taking on like all of their like whatever like bad or good stuff?
So what happens is, you're right, but what happens is when you're touching somebody's feet, it's the highest form of respect because your feet are dirty, right? I mean, like especially in India nowadays, everybody wears chappal and walks in the house. But before, your feet would be dirty with all the dust. Or even here, like if you walk around, eventually your feet do become a little dark, right? Picking up all the dust. So touching somebody's feet is the highest form of respect. And to Soham's point, yes, when you touch the feet of an elder, it's essentially they're taking on your sanskaras. So both of you are correct. So now what is Baba doing? He's touching the feet of this man and then giving the money. So just think of what significance that is, where Baba is actually touching somebody's feet. And he used to touch the feet and bow down to a lot of lepers. I don't know if you guys saw that video once. Maybe next time we can watch a video of him doing that. It's amazing. Like, Baba would bow down to these lepers who had their fingers and toes. Like, I don't know if you know leprosy, but it's a very awful disease where like your nerve endings are damaged. So they actually have parts of fingers and toes missing. But Baba would say that these are like beautiful souls captured in ugly cages, right? Meaning our cage is our body. So anyway, keep continuing, whoever was reading. Soham, do you want to read the last part or somebody else?
I can read the last part, sure.
Okay.
Okay. So age. Oh, is that? Oh, I thought
No,
it said.
the one before that. Erich went back to the station.
Oh, okay. Erich went back to the station and accompanied by Baba and Pendu, or is that Pandu?
Pendu.
Baba and Pendu led them to the hut. Baba was washed and put his head on the man's feet, handing him 500 rupees. The girl was overcome and wept. My Krishna, she continued to cry. My merciful Krishna. Age too was touched. Krishna was present in physical form, but the Lord did not linger. Finishing his work, Baba immediately departed by Tonga. After some distance, it was discovered that Baba's coat had been left behind in the hut, but Baba indicated to Erich and Bendu, forget about it. Let my coat stay with them. I'm extremely happy with the work that has been done.
Awesome. So what do you guys think of this story? Any
Good.
thoughts? Go ahead. Teju, you were going to say something. You have your hand raised. You're on mute.
I have to go.
Okay. Do you have a few minutes? Sahana has a quick game prepared, but tell us what you guys think of the story. So Baba, you know, who was like the next, I guess after Krishna was the avatar, right? And not after Krishna, sorry, but he was the avatar. And this girl was so thankful to Krishna, and Baba himself was right there. Krishna was right there giving him, you know, the gift. So whenever you pray with your whole heart, you know, God will always help you. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna make Sahana the co-host, and we can play a quick game. All right. Can you? Okay, Sahana, you have the floor now.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, so do you guys know what Blicket is? Anyone?
It's okay. You
What?
might want to just introduce us, and then we'll play the game.
Okay,
It's
so
basically a
Blicket,
Kahoot, right?
yes, exactly like a
Yeah,
Kahoot.
I know exactly what it is. We do it in Spanish.
It's really fun. So it's basically like a Hoot's really easy, but like you could do it in like a game style. So there's like all these stuff. My favorite one is the hacker thingy. So, but it's not actually hacking. So do
Okay.
you want to do that one?
Yes, let's hurry because we have to get off soon, and Teju also has to go. Okay.
Okay, so do this. Okay. Do you want to do like 5 minutes?
5. Yep.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, so then all right, so this you need to go to bookit.com/play. I'm turning the volume. Okay, and then the code is 149237. That's it. And then and then I could copy. All right, I could copy the link if you guys can't do it. And I'll put it in the chat for you if I can do that. So okay, let me just go back to the Zoom. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, so can you guys see my screen? Okay, so if you can go there, so the code is, so you need to go to bookit.com/play, and then the code is 149237. Okay. And if you're having trouble, just raise your hand, I guess. I don't know. Okay. So here I copied the link, so you guys can just click on that. You could yeah. So I sent a link and you could click on it, or you could do what my mom put. So are most of you in? Because like there's 4 players. Okay. All right, so Okay. Okay. Who's
Sorry,
not?
wait, I'm gonna join.
Okay. All right. Have you guys ever played something like this? Have you guys ever played like quizzes or Quizlet in school? Yeah, I've played those and Kahoot. Like my teacher loves games, so she does like like this, and she also does like Quizlet quizzes, and then Kahoot. So a lot of games in my class.
Sahana, you need to let us into the lobby.
I am. It's in. All right, now, so since everyone is here, I'm gonna start the game. So is that okay? All right, I'm starting the game. Right, so you guys choose a password, and I'll show you up on the screen. So answer questions, and then you have to like hack and try to guess. So you have to hack other players by guessing their passwords. Okay, so you have 5 minutes. All right, have fun. So it should show up on your screen saying you show a password. I mean, you choose a password. Is it working?
It's working.
Okay, good. Thank you. Are the questions coming up for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Are they hard? I mean, I went over all the questions, but oh wow, Soham and Mom are in the lead. Srinity's in third, and then the rest of you guys. But you guys, it's a really fun game, actually. All right, now Srinity's in the lead. That's 60. Has anyone hacked? And so in the lead. Has anyone
I
hacked
think we like
anybody
the
yet?
food better.
Trust me, there's so many different game types. Has anyone hacked each other yet? Oh, Srinity's in the
How do you
lead.
get points?
By so like Trinity just stole like something from Mom.
How do you
right
do
there.
that?
Like you could see on like it's on the
Oh.
leaderboard
Wait.
or something. All right, wow, still has a lot of points. And Nani's last. Oh, Nani went to fourth. Come on, guys, hack each other. That awkward moment of silence. Oh, wow, Trinity. Yeah, wow, that's a lot of points. I'll be right back. Oh my God, Trinity, she's like, how do you have so many points already? Like in school, I'm like the last one, not the last one, probably like the fourth one, like in fourth place usually. Wow, Teju, second place, 200. Oh, Mama, you stole stuff from Nani? Huh. Okay. All right, 2 more minutes left. Well, they do. First place. I honestly forgot how. I forgot to play this game. So, has anyone hacked each other? Like hacked? Oh my God, Trinity. 2,000 points? Wow. Okay.
I've
All right.
hacked a few.
Really? So have you figured out their passwords yet?
Yep.
Aw, poor Ian in the lead. I mean, not the lead. I mean, last one. What am I saying? Where is Ian? Is he even here? All right, guys. 10 more seconds. Three, two, one. All right. Okay. Now, so in second place is Soham, first place Trinity, and third place is Mommy. Good job, guys. Was that fun?
That was fun, but it was kind of confusing.
But
So now we
a
know.
little bit confusion. It was very good, Sana.
Maybe I'll
Very
do. I should have done the classic, but I wanted to do
Alright.
something fun.
All right. Guys, this was a lot of fun. So we'll meet again next time. Teju, you're welcome to come and join us anytime. We'd love to get to know more of you and hear from you. Right, guys? We need to expand our Baba kid family. We're all kids, but you know. All right. Have a good rest of the weekend. Next weekend, I'm thinking we'll cover another topic. I was thinking of looking into a little bit of the East-West gathering. Who wants to help me put something together?
I can help you.
All right, Soham says he'll help me. How about Soham and Srinidhi work together and put something together? It's been a long time. You're up for it, Srinidhi?
Sure.
All right. Send me your email address again, and then I will pass it on to Soham.
What do I need to do? Because I have exams this week.
Oh, you have exams this week.
Yeah.
All right.
What should I do? I mean, I guess I could try.
Okay, how about
Yeah,
we make it
have
a
a
combined effort between Sahana, Srinidhi, and
I
Soham?
have a practice every other day too.
Okay, we'll figure it out. All right, Srinidhi, maybe I'll pair you up with Sahana because I forget Soham has an exam next week. But you want to look into the East-West gathering? Okay.
What?
I'll email it to you, sweetheart. All right, guys, have a good rest of the weekend. Jai Baba, and see you next week.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Very well.
Bye-bye.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Does it go till
What's that you have in the back of you, Miss Thompson? Thompson, is it? Meth? Can you hear me?
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Jay Baba.
Bye-bye.
How's things, Martha? You're up north, aren't you?
Yeah, in Estado, yes. It's south of Buffalo.
Yeah.
A little bit of snow last week, just touches here and there. So
Wow.
we're getting a taste, but nothing of what's to come.
I'm in Florida. We had our first cold front come through, so it's about 54 degrees now. It's getting
Wow,
cold.
that's not, we're not much further than that. Yeah. Wow. That's cold for Florida.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but it's nice. The clocks went back, so I'm enjoying that. I when the clocks go forward, I enjoy that too, I guess. But I like it when the clock go back. It seems more natural, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I like that extra hour.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, especially when I was working. Yeah, if I was working on a Sunday and you didn't want to be on the day when you were losing that hours, but it was nice to be working on the Sunday when you're going to be, benefiting.
Hi, everybody. This is how I know time is an illusion. It's collective mass hysteria because we all just poof agree it's another time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just an agreement. Time is an
Yeah.
agreement. It's not real. And I love fall backwards and spring forward is my arch-rival nemesis.
Yeah, I like fall backward too. Yeah, they're trying to pass a law suggesting to just have it early. Spring all the time, spring forward. I think that's the wrong decision. But I guess we'd get used to our bio clock somehow. You wouldn't pay attention to the time. Your body's going to do whatever it wants to do, I guess. But yeah.
Jeff, you're muted.
Okay,
There he is.
wow. That seems like a month that we've I haven't seen you, but it's probably just 3 weeks. Wow. The center is really getting kind of busy in some ways.
Uh-oh.
Is that good?
Huh? It's good, but it's
It's work.
I kind of wind up at the end of the workday slightly brain dead. Hey, I have a request here at the end. If Ken Richard would play a song. Okay, good. We got. Well, we can actually see Meph a little bit better than we usually do. We'll wait a little bit longer.
Hi, Jeff.
Oh,
Hi, everybody.
yay. Hi, Diane and
Sunday.
Terry.
Diane.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, we're coming in January. We'll be helping you.
Oh, good. Fantastic. Oh, beautiful. We will be in need of help. And some people haven't been down to the center yet, but Mayor Prasad has been and Martha has been.
I'm coming in December.
Oh, in December, good.
Rest warm.
Anthony has been.
Yeah.
That's right. Anthony was there. Yeah.
And Goer is coming in a couple of days. A Goer Mobid, so that'll be nice.
What's the capacity that they're taking at the center now?
It's kind of they're doing with the COVID restrictions about half capacity.
Okay.
So I would say maybe 35 maximum. Yeah.
It's so sweet to know that's happening. Thank you.
Why don't they open Baba's house?
I know there. I'm kind of hoping for that. I mean, but you have to have somebody to let people in a few at a time, rather than everybody amassing. So, I'm going to have to bring this up. It's hard to get people to wear masks too.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
It's people, I mean, it's, yeah, I mean, it's hard to just
Can I
sit around
suggest
with
something?
masks.
Jeff, can I suggest something?
Yeah.
For the health and well-being of everyone, when people call the Baba Center to make reservations, they could be told, we just want to let you know, we really need you to wear masks when you're in the cabin or other places, whether it's the kitchen, so that people know that they're expected. And if people say, could you please put on a mask, they will, and people can carry extra masks. But I really think if Baba was physically in the body, he would make sure in his own inimitable way that people would wear masks, but he's not here in the physical form. So we should really do what he would want us to do.
Yeah. That sounds very good on paper, Jeff.
That's true, Jeff. I know.
I
understand.
I couldn't keep up with it. I mean, I don't want to be like someone out on the playground.
I know.
Telling kids to stay off the swings.
Yep.
What? Somebody stabbed a guard in the Apple store for telling them to put on a mask.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. In just a couple of minutes, let's have a few moments of silence now.
Mhm.
Jai Baba. Let's see. I've been thinking about this. I don't know if you can relate to this, but one of the things, of course, we have to get beyond good and bad, right and wrong, virtue and vice, to the love that's beyond that. And I know myself, especially good and bad, I know that I'm being too good when I look over at people that are being bad and I feel judgmental rather than empathy for them. I mean, I've gone too far on the extreme. Or right and wrong. If I'm over here and right, and I look at these people that I think are wrong, and I don't have any empathy for them, I've gone too far into right. But those are two of the dualities that Darwin talks about. But there's one duality that I've found the most difficult. I don't know if I don't even know if this relates to what we're reading, but it's is the whole the continuum of unloving all the way up to very loving, all the degrees in between. And I'm saying about myself, I know I've gone too far into being loving when I look over at the unloving people and I feel critical or judgmental of them rather than having empathy for them. So it's hard to get beyond the the duality of unloving to loving. Anyway, I'm just throwing that out. And that's kind of what Darwin came up with toward the end of his life, you know. Yeah. So anyway.
Could you explain that further? When Darwin came to that understanding toward the end of his life, as subtle as that is, that's what happened? How did he change? Not so much how, not the mechanics, but what did he become? How, you know what I'm trying to ask the question, Jeff? He became able to be without duality. And what was it like for him? Or I can't even express the question, but I'd like to know the answer.
Well, I won't get into the specific details there, but in the latter years, when some of us would be over at Darwin's and puttering around, making meals, you know, cleaning, whatever, and we would be there, and then from time to time, Darwin would go into a very deep state, which I would call a state of absorption in Baba. And when he would do that, we would kind of all quiet down. Our usual kind of yakking would quiet down, and while he was in that state. And then when he came out of it, you know, things would continue. But one time I was in the kitchen with him, and he went into one of those deep states. And I looked over and I said, "Darwin, what are you doing in there?" And he looked up at me and he said, "I'm trying to dissolve all standpoints. I'm trying to dissolve all standpoints." When we were in early childhood, we didn't have any kind of strong standpoint, so we were in the oneness of life. But then as you grow older, you get right and wrong, good and bad, loving, unloving, and you have a standpoint that looks over at this life here, and you're kind of one remove away. So Darwin was trying to dissolve, you know, evaluating life and actually joining it completely in the oneness. I don't know if that makes any sense, but